Tonight, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's the AFC Wildcard round on EA Sports. The Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New England Patriots.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The third of three games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Valdez-Scantling in motion left. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out. Would not allow him to cut upfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Lawrence Guy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
It's very simple to say. It's a tough spot to go on the road in the playoffs for any quarterback. But when you're a rookie, now you know you've got big-time pressure on you because he's shown that he's beyond his years throughout the season. He's played at a high level, and his team is very confident in him. But to go on the road leading your team in the postseason, that's a whole nother level.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Stevenson gets it again on second down, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Here's Cunningham. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now Cunningham. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 34.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Elliott is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weekest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion, every time, right? That fourth seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I've got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. And back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Valdez-Scantling in motion left. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Breaks through the contact, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Marcus Jones. He will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be out right at the 35. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. The last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card weekend. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. 30-21, your final. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And away this offense. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Cunningham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mike Evans, 55 yards. And the Patriots continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now Patrick going to change the play. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. On the move past the 40. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game.
And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Cunningham. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Cunningham looking to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mahomes now on 1st down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now here's Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really...
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Keon White got in there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Open man right side is Rice. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped him well short.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Airing this one out for Evans. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Cunningham to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. Flush to his right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league, has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more, and throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season. Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Felix Anudike-Uzomah fighting through to bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Stevenson.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now Elliott. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
A throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Complete. Smith has it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Goes right back to Smith again.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The Patriots, as they so often do, moving on in the playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.